Guys, welcome to another daily tarot card. These are your cards for March 4th, 2020. I'm so sorry that I didn't have daily tarot cards on YouTube for 2 days. Monday, the message was partially recorded. I love this. Strength. Our first card I'm pulling from the Fairy Tarot deck is Strength. Faith. The grace and inner strength needed to overcome challenges. The power of kindness and forgiveness. Time to embrace how wonderful you are. Remembering all the beautiful things that you are, not forgetting who they are. Her crown is also lit up. A beautiful time to embrace our strengths. Especially when we're in that energy where we feel low. It's like, you know, it's hard to remember our strengths when we're feeling low, but you can't settle there. You gotta sit there and pull yourself up. Rebirth. Wow, these cards. Really speaking, I haven't pulled from these decks in a bit. So I'm pulling from the Fairy Tarot deck and the Numerology Tarot deck. I thought I'd mix it up a bit. Like I said, I haven't pulled from these decks in a little bit here. I'm going to back it up a little bit. There we go. Monday, the message was so profound, but it didn't record. The way that it saved wasn't proper, so I was just like, you know what, I'm going to be authentic. We got the Prince of Summer. I feel like someone's going to be married by the end of the year. They're going to be on their honeymoon by the end of the year. Someone from the past is going to come and make a reappearance. And it'll be just like you never left each other. Synchronicities is our last card. So, the first card is Strength, as I already read. Tuesday, I had a reading. Someone had purchased a private YouTube video. So, basically, it's channeled messages I receive while I'm pulling the cards. So, similar to when I do a pick a card, but this is specifically on the person and what they had asked. And I pull from the decks that I choose, and channel messages usually come in. And then I record the cards that are pulled, and if anything else comes through. And it's usually about an hour. So I charge $50 for this. It's an unlisted YouTube video, so no one has the link but yourself and I. But, you know, I don't do anything with it. You know, it's yours. You do what you want with it. If you're interested in that service, everything is listed in my Instagram. I'm a little behind with updating some of the Facebook marketplaces, but mostly everything is updated. So again, we're pulling from the Fairy Tarot deck. The golden rules ask us to treat others as we'd like to be treated, how we be treated ourselves. When you show kindness and respect to those around you, they are drawn to you as a pillar of strength. Having the courage of your convictions will get you through any challenge, great or small. You are very sensitive and a caring soul. This is a strength, not a weakness. Don't be afraid to show your empathy for others, while also standing up for yourself, showing you need to say no. Our fairies stand with the lion and the lamb, symbolizing their strength with great gentleness. Additional meaning of this card: the power of kindness, forgiving yourself and others, overcoming challenges through grace and willpower, having patience with those around you, believing in yourself. I love that very much. I feel like I really needed these cards. Rebirth. I feel like we did an eternal purge over the weekend that just passed. A lot of us were purging emotions for us to be rebirthed into this new beginning that we're going to start right now. So this is from the Numerology deck. This card indicates a time of major transitions and transformations that will result in significant personal growth. By drawing this card, you have entered a period of spiritual awakeness and rebirth, where you have the opportunities to align yourself with higher self and the arching principles that guide you. This is where you surrender to the challenges around you and prepare to be the best you can be. You are being encouraged to trust and believe in the magical future awaits. But first you need to let go of the old in order to experience the new. Take time to reevaluate your core values and re-examine your life. Then eliminate any superficial foundations that don't align with your higher self and your dreams. This is a time of recognizing and rising above any ego-based thoughts and behaviors, for humanity and authenticity are the keys to your success. Authenticity. And that's something I pride myself on. Someone I did a reading for, and I was saying, this is something I pride myself on, that I don't sit there and say anything Spirit doesn't say to me. I always say, if I'm speaking from my personal point of view, I always emphasize that this is in Spirit, this is my personal point of view, this is what I feel. And again, I don't sit there and, try to feed someone's ego or tell them something that I feel they need to hear. And I feel like that's what a lot of people come to me for, because they know that, if Spirit says you're an a-hole, I will sit there and say this is not how I would say it, but Spirit is saying you're being an a-hole. So that's one thing I pride myself on, is if I could say it, would be better. Authenticity. In order to improve your current situation, you have to give into cycles that lead you towards a higher level of understanding and awakeness. This transformation is inevitable. So know that this is a very exciting time, for you are about to become the best you can be. I'm going to read the affirmation here. Through personal transformation, I reach my greatest potential. I've been giving a lot of energy into a project, and I'm just like, oh. Prince of Summer. Romantic, captivating, dramatic, flirtatious. Falling in love suddenly, being swept off your feet, the need for staying grounded during a very emotional experience. I should have kept my binder down here. I was working today for the moon there, but it's like, I feel like, especially pulling for cards. Jules actually pulled a card for a client of mine. I wasn't sure if it was for myself or for her. And I said, I don't know, but it says one of us is going to be married and on our honeymoon by the time this year is done. And I got that quite a bit. I was laughing. I was just like, oh my gosh. If only. So we have the Prince of Summer. This is again from the Fairy Tarot deck. The prince this charmer may be a prince, but he is truly the king of romance. Utterly in love, I feel like he'll be younger, because they said the prince, it's not the king. Utterly in love with love, that's me. He can zoom in and have your heart fluttering in a blink of an eye. He's refined, artistic, and introspective, as well as dreamy and possibly a bit melodramatic. A hopeless flirt. He will read you poetry while looking deep into your eyes. In his heart, he really is generous and quite tender-hearted. His focus is on you and you alone, until it isn't. So it's kind of like, I can't remember what tarot deck it was. It's just like, don't put all your eggs in one basket, but it's like this person is there for you until he's not there for you. Kind of the same thing. It's just like, I don't know if this is going to be a long-term love. Like, don't let your oh my gosh, what's that called? Your insecurities get the better of you, because they don't find that attractive. Like, because they have you on this sort of pedestal. Like, they envy, or they were in love with you a long time ago, and it's like they see this powerful person above, still before them, and that's where all this poetry comes in. It's like they were in love with you and awe of you, gushing over you. And there lies the problem. He is the Prince of Summer. And you'll be so happy for a time. Maybe forever. Maybe. Just keep in mind that this prince is known for having a wandering eye. This reminds me so much of the Astrology Answers Tarot deck card. And he likes to spread happiness around, so be very cautious. The prince rides a magical dandelion under the light of the moon. The dandelion indicates he can make wishes come true. However, the heart in his hand is made of glass. So handle with care. So additional meanings: falling in love, a love of art and beauty, staying grounded during a very emotional experience, a trusted keeper of secrets. But that's the thing, it's like and it's going to be hard for me because it's going to be like my first after Shane, and it's like, oh yeah, do I really want to risk it? Do I really want to risk getting hurt? Synchronicities, rounding out the rest of our reading here. This card indicates a need to have faith in the universal order of events, even if the midst of hopelessness and uncertainties. There is no such thing as an accident or a coincidence in the universe, and the perfect person or opportunity will appear miraculously when least expected. Even when you can't logically comprehend how dreams could possibly come true, you must trust in the magical powers of synchronicity to deliver what you need. Remember, it isn't your job to know how things will unfold. It is simply your job to believe and know that it will. That's the hows, the whens, the whos lie in the hands of the divine. But once you surrender the outcome, you are shown the next logical step. And I love this because it's like I surrendered and it's just like they gave me channel messages. I never had well, probably I have, but not as much as, it was like I was giving myself a reading. All these channel messages, I was like, wow. In order to improve your current situation, you're being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythms and cycles in your life. Encouraging you to trust in the power of synchronicity. By living in consistent alignment with Source through positive thoughts, emotions, and prayer, you will automatically attract miraculous synchronicities in your life. Affirmation: I have faith that synchronicities will lead me to where I need to be. So it feels like, we're almost at our wit's end here, and, they're telling us to trust and believe. Keep trusting and believing like we always have. Keep doing it. I feel like some of us are tired from the weekend. I felt like a lot of us haven't slept well. And it's just been like snow shovel after snow shovel for me. So it's like, ugh. This could be the one. Oh my gosh. You already met the romantic partner you seek. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Younger, too. First it's the younger one, and then it's the older one. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. I believe it's what you're in now, where your heart is, where it lies in your heart. So I'm going to read messages from angels because I feel like a lot of us need guidance right now. That's why I specifically pulled fairy decks and the numerology. I feel like it's a little too much when you read the fairy decks altogether, numerology altogether, because it's like the numerology is repetitive. They're asking you to give into the cycles of, in line with the synchronicities. It's like over and over again. It's just a little too much. I love the deck, but it's a little too repetitive. So, Maya. Schooling, study, and education helps your life purpose and personal growth at this time. The angels will guide you and help you with this process. So maybe like you're working on a project and they're telling you to do some more schooling here. I know I want to read Deborah Silverman's The Missing Element, because I feel like it's just like, especially because dealing with the anxieties and what's going on in the sky, I actually want to watch her because I'm feeling a little anxious today. Yoga and exercise are essential to your well-being, peace of mind, and spiritual growth right now. Oh boy, did I get mine in yesterday. All the snow removal and the snow removal, like the actual, like with the shovel, and then with the machine, it's just like, I'm just exhausted today. So I hope you guys enjoyed these cards. This really speaks to me, with the rebirth, and I feel like a lot of you that had DM me over the weekend, I feel like that rebirth card really will speak to you. That, I was saying we're basically kind of purging, like a spring cleaning of our insides this weekend, and I feel like we're giving rebirth to this new beautiful being. I feel like I'm going to meditate after this as well, just to try to get myself grounded. I just feel like I'm tired and I just need a little extra sleep today, so you know, honor your body very much. I know I tell this people this a lot, and it's like I don't do it, you know, kind of calling the kettle the pot black. But, you know, what can you do? So have a blessed evening, guys. I will see you for the next Daily Tarot card. Have a great one.